Are you brand new, a seasoned veteran, or you have no idea where you are on your fitness journey, but you're here because you want to get results and you want to get them now? You want to do it strategically, scientifically. I don't care if you're keto, paleo, doesn't even matter. Male, female, any fitness, any age range, these tips are for you to really make sure that the time that you're spending towards your fitness goals are going to get you the results you're striving for. Let's go. Tip number one is you want to make sure that you're, of course, setting your goal and you're determining your why. And I know that this part, you're gonna want to skip over it and you're gonna think, well, I've heard about this why and then this, determine all these setting your goals and everything. However, I'm telling you, you really gotta, if you even have to pause my video and really think about your why right now, you really have to dig into that. The reason being is because for you to go next level means that there's an upper limit and you gotta bust through that upper limit. But anytime that you reach your upper limit, it's gonna get hard because anything worth having is up a hill. So it's going to get hard. You have to expect that. So that's why you really have to dig deep into your why and set your goals and be determined on them. So a tip for that is to set your SMART goals. They need to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. So specific, not just I wanna lose weight. It's I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to lose 15 pounds. Now, when we combine that all together, measurable, so determine a way that you're going to actually be able to track your progress, which is going to be another tip in here, okay? Attainable means you can actually get that goal, which rolls into being realistic. And being realistic, being graceful with yourself. You're not trying to lose 70 pounds in 3 months. That's a great goal to have, but is it realistic in that time frame? Okay, and now time bound exactly is that I want to lose 10 pounds by X date, 30 days. I want to reduce sugar by stopping eating, stopping having sugary sodas, etc. So you really want to be specific with your goals. The next one that you can do that's a really great tip is setting your phone screen as your lock screen for any of the goals that you're looking to have. I'm just literally gonna let it go like this, you guys. This is mom life right here, okay? So what we're gonna do there is we're gonna set your lock screen to what your goal is so that it's forefront in your vision all of the time. I know that when I'm going for goals, I'll write them on like a sticky note and I'll put it on the side of my mirror. I'll put them on the fridge. Like my husband gets so irritated with me because literally I have on their Excel spreadsheet because I needed to remember to do an Excel spreadsheet. Anyways, I got these goals all over the place, okay? Tell your peers about it. You wanna make sure that you're telling your peers about the goals that you have because it's going to be very tempting when somebody messages you, hey babe, do you wanna go for pizza or whatever, opposed to telling them, I have this goal, I'm attending this event, I wanna look snatched in my outfit, like I'm going for it. They're gonna be less likely to invite you for pizza and more respectful of your goals, therefore it's gonna make it easier for you to stick to them because you don't have to defend yourself all the time, you're just being straight up about it. Tip number 2 is to pick a program. What you've always done is what you're always going to get. In order to see change, we must change, which means you have to change your habits of what you're doing because what you're currently doing is giving you your current results, obviously, meaning you gotta do something different to get a different result. However, it's very common that I see people set a goal and be very loose-ended with it. They're not following something. They're not following an approach. They're not looking at professionals for advice. They're trying to do it all on their own. Then they get discouraged and they don't continue. So that's why I'd love for you to please pick a program and you have to stick with it. I work with my clients in 30-day increments. It only is going to work if you complete the first 30 days. You might be setting unrealistic goals for yourself and think you want to bust through these huge, 20-pound weight loss decreases in 2 weeks, but that's just unhealthy. That's an unrealistic goal. But if you stick to your program and your plan that you know is going to give you a result, you've got to be patient in that time and stick with it. So pick a program and stick to the program. Follow the plan. Have a plan. That's your tip number 2. Tip number 3 is you want to make sure to track your progress. How do you know if you're hitting your goals if you don't have a baseline to start with? So let's start there, your baseline. First of all, what you all need to know is that the scale is a lying SOB, okay? And from what did you eat the night before to how much sodium was in there, how much water did you have, where's the sun and moon in correlation to the earth today? Like realistically, the scale terrible way to determine your progress or your self-worth. How many of it has had an amazing day and then you look down at your scale and the number is more than you thought it was, and it can ruin your entire day? Like, I don't know about you guys. So personally, I make sure to track my progress, but I only do once in the beginning of the month and once at the end of the 30 days. So what that looks like is making sure to take your before photos, front, side, back, side. Okay, you wanna make sure that you're taking your photos. You wanna do your measurements. So I always like to do like my waist, chest, your bicep, your thighs, your hips, okay? So you wanna make sure that you are now using the measurements. That is my favorite way to determine progress, by the way, because as your muscle grows and your fat shrinks, you're gonna get tighter. So where the scale, remember that muscle weighs more than fat. So if you're tracking your progress through the weight only, if you're lifting weights, your scale might be going up, but you look in the mirror like, I look amazing, my clothes are fitting great, but why is the number wrong? Okay, it's because you're gaining muscle, and that's a good thing. But if you're determining your progress from the scale, you're gonna think it's a bad thing and you're gonna stop, so don't do that. Take your measurements, because now as you're starting to tighten, the scale might be going up, but you might be getting tighter, and that is the goal. So you wanna make sure to track your progress, your photos, your measurements, how your clothes are fitting, and how, of course, you feel is a huge way to determine your progress. If you're feeling better, it might not look the way that you wanna look. Come on, the feeling is what it's all about. That feeling is what we're looking for. Happiness is what we're all trying to find. So if you're happy and you love the way you look and you have that energy, then you know what? It doesn't matter about the scale, right? So let's go after how we feel, how those measurements are doing, stick to your plan, and have that SMART goal. So are you ready for tip number 4? Let's keep it rolling. Hold on, I thought I was ready for tip number 4. My Lord, I almost gypped you some value, okay? Track your progress goes further than yourself. Hello, track your progress on your plan in the gym. That is a huge one, oh my Lord. How many people go into the gym and they have their plan? There's lots of you gonna say, okay, Adriana told me to have a plan. So you have a plan, you're following the plan, but are you tracking your progress? Are you making sure that, first time you went, you're lifting 10 pounds. Now the second time, you're lifting 10 pounds, but you got in an extra 2 reps. Okay, now the next time, you're increasing the weight and you're keeping those reps, right? So we wanna keep making sure that we're seeing the progress in the gym, and whether you're determining that through how many reps you're doing, how much weight you're lifting, how long you can go without taking rest. There's so many ways to determine your progress in the gym, but you gotta make sure you're tracking that too, okay? Now, unless I magically think of something else, which tends to happen, let's go on to tip number 4. Tip number 4 is to plan ahead. That's right. Okay, if I have any moms right now and you're watching and you're like, she's dancing like crazy and talking like that because she's trying to keep her baby under control, you're absolutely right. So let's get into tip number 4. Look, I got a smile. Okay, anyway, tip number 4 is you want to make sure that you plan ahead. Okay, I know, it's like, I get it, but you really have to, because if you're constantly chasing the rabbit and you're picking up meals to go along the way and you're like squeezing in your gym when you can't, I'm telling you, your workouts are gonna be okay, and your food is gonna be terrible, it's gonna be terrible. You have to plan ahead. So, number 1, schedule in your workouts. When are you moving your body? If you can only do it 3 times a week, that's okay. Know that you can do it 3 times a week, commit to those 3 times a week, and execute those 3 times a week. Don't set that goal for yourself where you're like, okay, I'm gonna work out 5 days a week, 6 days a week, and it's unrealistic for yourself. Set yourself up for success by planning ahead to what you can realistically accomplish, and anything extra is just a cherry on top, right? Now, when it comes to your meals, that's why I do personally use meal replacement smoothies. Like, let's just, this is my favorite one. It's my whole blend. Mason loves mocha. My son loves mocha. But you guys, back like maybe 8 years ago, when I was heavy into the bodybuilding industry, everything, I'm not that aged, by the way. That sounded really bad. I'm just saying that I started my fitness journey about 10 years ago when my son was born, right? Anyways, I used to be like, meal replacement shakes, like, I know what to eat. I don't need this, da 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 da. Okay, fast forward 6 years after competitive bodybuilding, prepping for stage, gaining the weight right back again. I needed to find more of a holistic answer. And that meant to me to have more nutrients, more nutritional value in a lower caloric vehicle so that I wasn't skipping meals. And that's when I then found the value of meal replacement shakes. So I never used to see them as valuable. Now I have at least 2 a day. Like, look, I can't even hold on to her. So me, I literally appoint myself like the one-handed meal queen because I'm literally like one-handed in everything that I do. So plan ahead, whether that's you taking a Sunday to preparing and cooking all of your meals, do that. If it means supplementing your diet because you need to, do that. If that means hiring a meal prep service, do that. But either way, set yourself up for success by planning ahead. Plan your workouts, plan your meals, enjoy what you're doing, make it a successful plan instead of like now going up a hill. Like I remember I said anything worth is up a hill. The less resistance you can make for yourself, the more you're going to adhere to your goals. Meaning, if you're always running around picking up stuff, resistance. If you're always trying to squeeze in workouts, resistance. Planning ahead, knowing my meals, got a smooth track. Knowing my workouts, smooth track. Happy mama, happy results. Let's go on to tip number 5 before she loses it. Tip number 5 is you want to be relentless, unreasonable about your goals, okay? I'm serious, and this is the real deal. Look at this. Let's just take me in this video by example, okay? Of course I wanna film this video clean and pristine, nothing here. My daughter upstairs having a great nap, but that ain't happening. So guess what? Is this video gonna get made or not? It is. So I'm showing up for myself regardless of my external going-ons right now. Okay, same for you. If you have a goal, you have to be unreasonable about it and you have to be relentless about it. What does unreasonable mean? Unreasonable means, let's just say you're full-time doing your stuff. Like anybody who's watching this video, I get it. You're busy. We're all busy, right? But now it's unreasonable for me to think that I need to go to the gym at 8 p.m. when it's the best time, the quietest time in my house. Is it unreasonable? Yeah. But am I unreasonable about my goals? Absolutely. So I'm gonna make it happen. You have to be relentless about it. You have to be ready to say no to the things that don't serve you, yes to the things that do, and be unreasonable about it in going for your goals, because if you're not going to, no one else is gonna do it for you. Time is gonna pass anyways, so you might as well try. And if you're always doing things for other people, which is so important, you must lead life with a what can I do for you mentality, not what you can do for me mentality. But I'm telling you, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You must put your oxygen mask on first before you can take care of anyone else. And I promise you, if you don't, you're disservicing the ones around you that you love because you're not being true to who you are. That leads on to a negative mentality, negative behaviors, negative actions. Everybody suffers. So put your oxygen mask on yourself. Be relentless about your goals. To have an FU attitude to everything around that says, no, you can't do it, because you absolutely can. You are worth it. You are worthy. Align yourself with a community that believes in you. Ask for help if you need it and go after it. And if you gotta do it again and pick yourself up and go for it again, keep on going, keep on doing it. Because each time you fall, it's an opportunity for you to learn, and you're gonna become stronger and better, and you're always gonna plug into this channel right here, because I'm gonna help give you more tips just like this. I'm Adriana G, and this is Ella, your certified trainer, here to help give you all of the tips and tricks to maximize your results, feel your best, and look so hot, all right? You can find me on Instagram at @Adriana G or @GoodVibesPartners. We're there to help take care of you. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Please don't forget to give my video a thumbs up and subscribe, as it really helps my channel grow, and I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Arrivederci.